Right. I'm back. Let me know if it's working properly. It's behaving very weirdly. Okay, that's good. Alright. We're back. Sorry for the interruption. My internet is not usually having issues. We're okay. It looks like it's fine now. So we still need to build this rocket. Let's actually just build this rocket platform, please. Yeah, Ruby's going to go do it at the moment. Excellent. You're still coping with the eye irritation. This eye irritation is just like a killer. Yeah, let's get this built, and then we can actually make the rocket and see how that goes. What are you doing? You're just coming here for a thumbs up? Nah, you're grabbing the ice. That's fine. There's polluted ice as well. Where am I going to put that? I could just put that in here for now. It probably won't melt in here. Yeah, it's odd. I'm getting some very weird numbers from OBS about numbers of viewers and things. It's going kind of crazy at the moment. Not getting any reliable data. But yeah, there we go. Rocket platform. Rocket platform 497, low clearance. So space must be up here. Well, I mean, the limit of space must be up here. Space is obviously here. We can actually rename this now. I'm going to rename this Rocket Platform 1 because that's what it is. We don't have 497 rocket platforms. So let's make a new rocket. So carbon dioxide engine, yes. We'll just make this all out of cobalt. I don't think there's any reason to think this is going to misbehave. We're going to need all the solar panel stuff, I think. Where would I find that? Let's have a look. No. Yes, solar panel module. So that requires yellow science for radiation. Maybe we could avoid that for now. We can have a manual generator run things. That seems fine. Like on a rocket for now. What about battery? Battery module is also there. Okay. We could just have a regular battery and a manual generator on the rocket. Maybe that would work. I think. Yeah, let's give it a try. So polluted ice will just go in here, and we'll liquefy that. Ooh. And this is for the plug slug eggs. Oh, so we actually have a sluglet. Okay, neat. Where can I put you? I think I will... I can't really put a sluglet in here, can I? I can if I move the buddy bud. Your platform is disabled. Do that with renaming if you press enter. Oh, that's weird. How do you get yellow research working? So that's the radiation research. I normally do it with wheezeworts or slime or shine bugs because they produce a decent amount of radiation. But because we're so close to space and we don't have any obvious radiation sources. Oh, there's shine bugs down here. We can do that. What I do normally is I either have wheezeworts in like a corner and then I collect the rad bolts from those because there's a lot of radiation. Or I have a shine bug ranch and we have a generator in that room. We could do a shine bug ranch in that room, or we could just grab radiation from space. It's less radiation. Radbolt generators require a lot of power, though. So I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to be super prioritizing it yet. Let's actually do this. Then we'll remove the buddy bud from here. I don't think we actually need it. I think we're okay on a... there's still a little bit of slime lung. We probably should do that. We could replace this one on the end with a buddy bud. That's fine. Then we'll just put the critter drop off here, and we'll drop off like the little sluglets in here. I think that makes sense. We're not going to feed them, so we shouldn't end up with a huge amount of them. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. And then we just need a wrangle thing here. I'm presuming that's not going to break this room, having a wrangle thing in here. If it is, then we'll have to replace that after we move them. But actually, if it is, then we'll just have to move the sluglets somewhere else. Yeah, the fire pole's done, so that's nice and convenient. We still need to actually build this. Then above that, we're going to need like an actual gas canister. Like a storage one, not a cargo canister. So that's something else that we need to research. So gas storage. No, hold on. Where are we going to find this? Not crash plan. You can tell I never normally do this stuff so early. Gas intake out? Not really. Large gas cargo canister. Cargo is storage for in-flight oxygen. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's not what I'm actually looking for, is it? I honestly don't know. What have I done in the past? Like for the liquid rockets. Like let's go to like say the petroleum rockets. Yeah, like for steam rockets, you must have done something. I think I'm just having a massive brain fart at the moment. Yeah, it must just be these cargo tanks. I think I've just never used a small gas cargo canister before, so we'll do that. So we'll put that on top. Yeah. Oh yeah, because the engine itself has like a... Actually, maybe the engine itself just has the capacity in it. The carbon dioxide rocket. Let's just do that. That's fine. We'll get that built first. Then we'll think about the other thing. Sleepy dudes. Sleepy dudes. Yeah, steam and CO2 have their own storage. Yeah, because I knew on the steam rocket we just stored it on its own and it didn't need anything else. So I think we can just do the same for CO2. So, we're going to have to actually come in here and do stuff. So we can't dig any of this up yet. So let's ladder across here. And then this slime doesn't have anything in it. So we can just ladder down here. We don't even need to dig this up actually because it's ladders. Then we can just build like a gas pump just down here. There is slime in that slime. Dig this up. We don't really want this to off gas. We want it to just be the pure CO2. So I think what I actually do is I dump a tiny little bit of water in here, just to stop the polluted water from off-gassing here. And then all the CO2 should settle down there. We can dig all of this out, except for the obsidian. Yeah, that's fine. And then all the CO2 should settle down here. We can't quite dig this out. Actually, this is not journey slime. We can dig all of this out. Because it generated right next to the geyser. That's how it actually works. We can just put this here. And then dump a little bit of water here. You know, I don't think I've ever actually done a CO2 rocket. Maybe I must have done one in the past, just testing it out. I mean, you'll breathe some of the oxygen in here anyways, but like, it's not the aim. Who's idle? You guys are idle now. You've actually run out of stuff to do. I mean, you can dig this up. Yeah, dig that up as well. Yeah, I think it was the right move having the manual airlock here. Because the air pressure is only building up to reasonable levels in here. They're not going to let a huge amount of it out. And then once this is done, we're not going to let any more... We're not going to let this polluted oxygen out, so... Let's put the gas pump down here. Send it up this way. Oh, there's obsidian there. That's fine, we can go like this. We discovered an object. It's a cobalt volcano. Okay. We do not want to dig this tile. Good to know. We'll need to move this pipe eventually. But for now, I can just go up here and then round like this. It would be quite nice if I managed to launch a rocket on the first episode. Although I feel like I've screwed up the... because of the internet, this is now going to be part 2 of the first episode. But that's fine. Puft Club! This is amazing. This is so many Pufts. There's an artifact there as well. Want to grab that. We'll need to do artifact analysis at some point, but that can wait. Eventually we'll need to set up a farm for some food. But not yet. What we can do is we can come up here, grab this metal. Grab this. Probably want to do that anyways. So that's built. So height 2 out of 10, so it can be 10 tiles tall. 7.7 tiles per cycle. So it's very fast. But obviously there's very little range. Let's just get the CO2 pumped in first. We'll need the nose cone as well. We might as well just add that. And then we can see what else we need. Obviously, any time spent in the rocket is going to be time where Dupe isn't doing something else on the planet, which is going to be challenging because we've there's so much stuff that actually needs doing, or rather, we have so little capacity to do stuff with only these dupes. Let's see. This room is still fine, so that's good. We can still have the plug slugs in here. We've got a little sluglet here that's just sleeping on the floor at the moment. We do want these guys to keep laying eggs just so we don't have to worry about power. It's okay. It's not going too badly. Looks like there's a couple of puffs that have ended up in here. I think they were just naturally in these areas. I don't think we let them in from the main area. That's fine. Food-wise, we're probably just better off doing bog buckets. We have loads of seeds. But probably don't need to worry about that until we're down past 20,000 cycles. I mean, 20,000 calories, not 20,000 cycles. Christ, that would be bad. 20,000 cycle challenge. So we're gonna need to sweep the water up here so it doesn't off gas. The things I'll do to make sure that we don't actually need to filter gases. Yeah, I don't think we need to research anything at the moment. We just need to allow all this carbon dioxide to be pumped. This is very convenient, I'll admit. And then we'll also need a power wire to go through here. So we'll just send that up here. That's fine. We're actually getting through this water at a decent rate. We have got more water we can let in over here. Got some we can let in over here as well. That's fine. I do want to come over here as well. There isn't any gas in here, which is fine. So let's just deconstruct all of that. Grab the databanks. Displaying old X-ray. Ew, weird. It has 5 fingers. Ooh. How many fingers does a dupe have? Can you see? Yeah, you can see. They have 4 fingers. Checks out. Yeah, thankfully no slime lung germs in this area. So we'll wait for all this building to be finished and then we'll dump a little bit of water in here just to stop this from off-gassing. We'll push this up as well. We'll sweep all of this. And I think we'll put Yeah, we'll put polluted ice in here, but we'll also put slime in here. So that can off-gas in this room where we want it to off-gas. That makes sense. Priority 9 this. Is there any more swamp chard? There is swamp chard down here. I mean, we want all this stuff anyways. Let's just dig that up. And then we can come in here as well and grab this. No loners. We've got a Durestrum Press person. I still haven't ever used this. +7 to all attributes. It seems really strong. It seems very difficult to control. So, yeah. No thanks. Yeah, we'll let all the water down here. We shouldn't have any pressure damage, I don't think. No, I think we're okay. We can grab this as well. Looks like we've got some ice that's liquefying and then refreezing again. The perpetual dropping thing. Right, speed 3 time. God, it's nice being able to actually run a game on speed 3 at over 60 frames per second. That did not happen very much in the previous run. Because by this time we had like 8 dupes or something. Yeah, we have 14 read fiber, that's pretty good. Yeah, so normally when I do rockets we fill them with oxalite, but that's not going to work for this one. We're actually going to need to pump oxygen in, so we are going to need one of those gas cargo canisters and just fill it with oxygen. This rocket is going to look different than our normal rockets just because of the extra stuff we're going to need to fit in there. We probably aren't going to put an orbital data module in there because we'll need the battery and stuff instead. We can't fit... We don't have the tech for the batteries. It's going to be kind of difficult to get the radiation research for that. Yeah, let's sweep that up. You're in the process of grabbing the slime, I think. Yeah, we just need to speed through this for a while. You're gonna land your dupes and star with self-destruct. That is an option, isn't it? I don't think so. I think we will try and land them with a rocket platform. Specifically because I haven't got the achievement for landing with a rocket platform yet. That's how little I've done rockets in this game. Like, spaced out rockets anyways. But we may have to try to self-destruct at least once. It's not like these things are super expensive to make. Yeah, please build the wire. We do also need this tile building. There's so many Pufts in this room, it's just kind of unbelievable. It's going to be very sad if we ever come back here in like 300 cycles and we're all dead. There's a lot of ice here. I don't think we're going to melt it with the first eruption. Ben's nice and overjoyed. That's good to see. You're a balloon artist. I don't think it's going to be particularly helpful at the moment. Hello, Mr. Puft. They're so stupid. I love them. He's going to float all the way up to the top. Then he's going to get to the top. And he's going to be like, there. Then there's a slime. Oh, hold on. So that pump is... Oh, God. Okay, so the pump's working now, but it's still full of polluted oxygen because it's still off-gassing. Okay. Please disable this. This is going to break the engine, isn't it? Actually, it looks like it's not even breaking the engine. Hold on a second. It's not breaking the engine at all. It's just venting the rest of it into... Is it just venting the rest of it into space? Yeah, it is. Wow. So you don't even need to filter the gases going into rockets. The engine just handles it. That's pretty neat. Well, I don't think we want to... I don't think we want to pump all this stuff. If we can avoid it. I mean, we'll still empty a little bit of water in here. Just to, Oh, we're going to have to move this one up if we do this. We're still going to put a little bit of water in here just so this isn't off-gassing. But it's good to know that we don't have to filter it. The thing is, there's no way of getting the gas out of the engine, so I don't think you can just use it to powerlessly filter. But it is certainly convenient for this. Also, we need to make some actual ladders. Like this. Move this one up, and then the water will settle here. Okay, let's speed through it. We're actually getting there. It would be nice to actually put all the dupes on their own individual planets by the end of today. It's currently 5 o'clock. Probably another 2 hours before dinner. I think what I'll probably do is I'll keep going until dinner and then I'll wrap it up because I'll have other stuff that needs doing by that point. But it's certainly been a productive day. Yeah, let's move this up. There we go. Putting them there will be the easy part, but survival will be harder. Yeah, that's true. Especially because I have no idea. I've never done it before. I'm hoping I won't kill anyone. But I don't think I can guarantee it. Right, let's see. Let's be able to alert this. No pending deliveries, so someone's already dumped all the water. Let's enable auto bottle. Because ideally, I don't want this to off-gas. So Ruby will drop off some water. That will do. So now this polluted oxygen, this polluted water shouldn't off gas. So at the moment we're just pumping polluted oxygen, so it's all just being vented into space, which is fine. But we should just get CO2 down here in a minute. And we are going to kind of run out of carbon dioxide eventually. Like this engine takes 100 kilograms of carbon dioxide. There's probably not more than a couple of 100 kilograms down here. So this isn't going to work forever, but this is at least going to let us get off the ground. Build the nose cone. We actually need to build the rocket interior as well. We're going to need to make this a bit different than usual, because we need a manual generator and stuff in here as well, I think. Or do we? I think we do for the fittings. We'll move stuff around. We'll make like a custom design for it. We will need an actual oxygen pump as well. There's a nice zone of clean oxygen down here. This is clean oxygen that's actually separated off by like a little blob of liquid. Still storing all the slime in here. I guess it's probably a good idea. There's no actual slime on this slime. What I should actually do is I should put deodorizers in here and make this all regular oxygen and then pump it here. That would make the most sense. Let's do that. So yeah, we just do mesh tiles over here. And then deodorizers. Can't land a rocket if there isn't already a platform. Yes, so we do need to do like a rover mission to build a platform. We need to send like a payload of stuff, of like refined metal, so that we can build a platform. Cannot land the rocket if there isn't a platform already. We'll just take 3 height. Well, maybe we just go and explore first and have a look at the actual planets. Let's also get them researched, just so that we have them. Yeah, so rover's module. But we can get clean oxygen here at least. We've already got the wire here. Let's just send this over like this. And can dig all of that out. That's fine. Yeah, this pipe is filling up with CO2. Because I prefer to dump oxalite in there, but that's going to take an oxalite refinery, which is going to take a lot of power, or it's going to require puff branching, which is going to be time consuming. So I think it makes more sense just to pump the oxygen into the rocket first, but then we can't do that with a CO2 rocket. So what are those rocket loader ports as well? We unlocked those. Where are they? Here they are. Loads gases to the storage of a linked rocket. Gas rocket port unloader. How about algae? You do them in the swamp after all. That is an excellent point. We just put an oxygen diffuser on the rocket. Okay. I think we do that. I think you're right in that we can't... I mean, this is probably going to be handy to have anyways. So that they're not breathing in polluted oxygen down here. But yes. Yeah. Algae can go up here. We can store algae in here as well. Let's actually add that to the list. Because we're really not using it here, so we might as well use it there. Granite should also be on the list. We don't need fossil on the list. I don't think we need thimbleweed. I don't think we need those two. We need this one. Fungal spore, yes. Yeah, this looks good. Okay. Space exploration as well is something we can do. We don't have the astronomy skill yet, but we can do that fairly soon. So the telescope should just go here. Okay. Skills. In terms of skills, so Ren is the one that's going to have to get astronomy. He's nearly got a skill point. Ruby's also got one coming up, so that's probably going to head towards mechatronics. I do really just want to try and get a guy on a planet as soon as possible, but I don't want to keep blowing up rockets just to get dupes off planet for the challenge. That kind of doesn't feel like the right way of doing it. Even if it is probably the fastest way. I want to be careful. I don't want a dupe to die. Is basically it. Also, we can rename the rocket. That's not how you do it. They changed it so you can rename rockets now. I have no idea why this wasn't originally an option. So we're gonna name it Rocket. Very creative. And don't disable it, please. Eh? There we go. There's no right or wrong way to do things. That's very true. The question is it more beneficial for me to blow up the rocket or not? I'd like to at least check out the planet first before deciding to blow up. I mean, the whole point of this challenge is that I'm doing stuff that I wouldn't normally do. Slowly getting the research done. It's gonna take you guys a while to just build this. I don't think I even need this at the moment. Let's make this priority 5. I think eventually we're going to use this, but I think we're just going to load it with algae for now. Obviously we can't do any conveyor related stuff until we get mechatronics engineering on. We're not quite there yet. Let's have a think about this. I mean, what we normally do is we have the control panel here, tiles here, and we have the orbital data center here. I don't think we're going to want the orbital data center. Well, I think the wall toilet goes there. I don't think that's really negotiable. We need the wall toilet. Where is that? We don't have that one yet. There's a lot of research we need. I think let's still go for the rover. It feels quite difficult to actually speedrun this in a way that you can actually survive. Okay, let's speed through it. Still have plenty of food. There's lots of stuff over here. I think we could dump this water. I think we can dump this water now. Let's deconstruct this. Dig over here. Dig these out. Dig this. Dig that. No loners. Yeah, there we go. More water. We'll want to sweep this up fairly soon. This feels very bizarre. At least I feel like we've got like a clean oxygen zone down here, so I think people's eye irritation is decreasing. Yeah, that's good. You want to know why Joshua is whistling in the corner of my screen? You know, you are the first person to actually ask me that ever. He's been there since I started streaming. Like, I've always had him somewhere when I've been playing this game. But no one's ever brought him up. But, he just likes to hang out. There he is. He's just having a snooze. He's chilling out with his friends. There we go. I don't know why. I just thought it was funny. I like to have like a little animated thing somewhere, just hanging out. I used to play I did some Noita streams a while ago, and I had like the little the floating meatballs, like the acid guys with the eyeballs in the right hand corner. But he appears in a lot of places. He's on the Subnautica playthrough. I don't think he's on the most recent one. I think I forgot to put him on the most recent one. And when I tried Dyson Sphere Program a while ago, he was there too. He's usually there. Yeah, this isn't a lot of water. So we do need to build the wire as well. So you're still doing research, you're grabbing food. I think we're just delivering a lot of the algae over here at the moment, which is fine. This is where the other teleporter stuff is, but obviously it's not here in this on this playthrough. So yeah, we need the robot module and we need the Trailblazer module. So I've never actually used either of these. Yeah, so the rover module can deploy a rover and the Trailblazer module can deploy a dupe. So you'd have one or the other on your rocket. You wouldn't have both. Maybe what I should have done is put two of them side by side of two different rockets. I don't think we're going to need two different rockets. We can just rebuild this one as we need to. I think that makes sense. Right, Ruby's got a skill. Ruby, yeah, you're going to keep going towards mechatronics. Right, water's done here. Let's sweep this up quickly, so no one gets any problems from that anymore. We can deconstruct this as well. And we can sweep these up. We can dig this out. Grab the metal. Sweepy's dog. Yeah, let's add a rover's module. Because I've literally never done anything with the rover before. So the rocket will fly to one of the planets, deploy the rover, and then fly back. So we're going to need a battery. Are we actually going to need a battery? Are we going to have any power consumers? We are, the oxygen diffuser. So let's start laying this out. Oh, we need the wall toilet. There's no point doing any of this until we have the wall toilet. So we're not going to fit a regular toilet in there. We managed to fit a regular toilet on our fancy rocket, but not on this one. Yeah, there we go. Slowly grabbing all this water. There's dirt here as well, which we're not currently using for anything. Wait, wall toilet needs plastic? Are you kidding me? Why doesn't it say what you actually need to build it with? Please. I mean, I'm going to take your word for it, but we don't have any plastic. Is he just going to wet himself with the rocket? Do we have no choice? We could do an outhouse. I guess we'll have to do an outhouse. Okay, let's stop researching that then. God, this is gonna be a dire rocket. Right, how is this even gonna work? So I think the outhouse goes here. Let's see. I'm going to try and model this off the previous rocket design, but I'm not sure how well it's going to go. This feels so weird. Right, so outhouse. Probably a mess table. Let's put the rocket control station back in. See, now there's a three tree tile, high void here. Isn't ideal. Okay. Ladder bed. We already have the ladder bed. That's good. Let's actually put that here. I don't want to ruin the mood, but this is not going to be a luxury trip. No, I don't think it is. It's going to be a stinky trip. No, let's just do it the normal way. I'm very skeptical. So we need the rocket control station down here. Hello, Ellie. So we need storage in here. So we need algae, and we need the oxygen diffuser, and we need power. So we need the manual generator. Oh my god, how are we gonna fit any of this in here? You know what? We don't need a mess table. Battery goes up there. I guess we technically don't need a bed, but it's also a ladder. So I feel it's only taking up 2 spots. So I feel like maybe it can work. But it can't because the oxygen diffuser needs a surface. Oh man, this is going to be rough. Okay, you're literally not going to have a bed. Yeah, because there needs to be room for the oxygen diffuser. We can't negotiate the oxygen diffuser because otherwise there's not going to be... Like, we haven't got oxalite, so we have to do this. What you need is O2 and food, the rest is extra. Yeah, so then we just need a way of actually getting stuff in here. How are we going to do that? Because we don't have, like, conveyors or anything. We need to bring food with us. There's definitely something I'm not seeing here. I think we need to do it like this. So... Oxygen diffuser down here. Storage bin. Thing is, we don't have the conveyor loader, so we either need to bring a refrigerator for food, or then we can't bring any stuff with us. Yeah, I think we do refrigerator, because we're not going to have room for a ration box anywhere. This is the jankiest rocket I've ever built. Yeah, I think this should be fine. We'll just make sure we load everything up before we go. It's just annoying because so much of this stuff actually needs floor space to work. There's no real way around that. At the end, think of the Martian at the end where the rocket is nothing but a chair. Well, I mean, I guess. We just need to actually be able to bring food in here. I think this will work. The throne. The almighty throne. This is giving us 4 tiles that we're not actually doing anything with. Yeah, I can build it and then deconstruct it, you're right. Especially considering all of our food is non-perishable at the moment. Yeah, that probably makes sense. So we can just have that... Yeah. So then we can just have this be a storage bin and we can fill it with stuff. And then I think we're probably okay. Yeah, it works. It's just... I kind of hope there'd be a way to do this without having to deconstruct stuff. Maybe there is, I just haven't figured it out yet. How's this all going? We're still eating some of these Paku fillets occasionally, that's fine. Skills. Ren, you can actually get astronomy now. So that's probably worth having. You're gonna start using this then? Yeah, let's watch him use this. These are extreme levels of jank. So this needs 500 cobalt ore, which is presumably to make the rocket. Yeah, now you're doing the viewing. Neat. It does generate a little bit of heat. I don't think it's going to cause any issues. How are they going to cope without a sink? All the germs. Ew. Ew, all the germs. It's annoying because we were very close to actually being able to fit a bed in here. I'm not proud of this rocket. So how's the star map going? Presumably just going to be able to explore this one thing. It's probably worth having this room here so that we can get the enclosed telescope here. Probably fine. Space radiation is going to take care of the germs. Never build sinks and never get sick dupes even on hardest settings. Yeah, it's not really that much of an issue. I was joking. Hi, Just Jack. How you doing? We're back. We've restarted our challenge because we got everything to work with the mods. Here's the somnium synthesizer down here. It's currently flooded. We have our colony where we're trying to do the One Dupe Per Planet challenge, and at the moment the challenge is actually just getting the dupes off the planet. We're building a CO2 rocket, but it's very messy because we have hardly any actual resources here. Apparently war toilets need plastic, which depresses me. So we're going out to space with an outhouse and no bed and no sink. How are we going to cope without a sink? Yeah. I'm following you guys to my own channel. God damn it. I'm happy with the plug slugs. Right. I think we're eventually going to want to go for mechatronics. We might as well head that direction. No, we don't have the time to spend on researching at the moment. Also, we never ended up moving the slugs out of here. Did we? There's only 2 slugs in there, only 2 slugs in there. We've got meat. Someone died. I think one of the plug slugs died. Yeah, this is the baby. This must have been the elderly one who died. Rip. But yeah, we're going to get clean oxygen in here with these deodorizers. And then we can use that to run a enclosed telescope. Yeah, the base itself seems fairly sensible so far. Like, consider, like, the plan is to only have 1 dupe. So this is the Great Hall, minimum size. This is going to be the whole bathroom, and this is the containment for that and reed fiber for exosuits. Manufacturing is in here. And then we're just using plug slugs for power. Ren is doing his best to scan space. The planets are all actually only 2 tiles away, so we probably can spot them all just with the enclosed telescope. But, we're going to have to set this up first to make sure we're actually getting oxygen in there. I don't think it takes polluted oxygen. That would be kind of, too convenient. I'm just very surprised the rocket engines don't break when you pump the wrong gases in them. Yeah, this is all okay. There's more swamp chard in here. We just keep trying to grab the swamp chard. There's also Pacu fillets in here. If I dig this, all the mud is going to come out. I think I'm better off just digging it here. Some of the polluted water will go here. And then we can actually dig this out and grab the Pacu fillets. I like it small enough you can tell what's going on. Yeah, that's true. That's helping me out at the moment. There's no big complex systems here at the moment. And I'm using a few things I don't normally use. We can set this to spiced food only. Meat. Well, we'll just fill this with swamp chard, and we'll fill this with, like, I don't know, how much do we have at home? We have, like, 10 kilograms. I think if we put 3 kilograms in here, that will do. If I started something here with the squelchy starts and polluted water oxygen production. Well, it's funny, actually. Everyone is doing that at the moment. Like you're doing it, Max is doing it, I'm doing it. I think it's mostly because with the new update coming out, like, you want plug slugs, you want to try and mess around with them. And they happen to be in the swampy biomes where it's all squelchy. I think that's why it's happening. That's why I picked this map. And also because it's, like, the least intimidating of the advanced spaced out asteroids. I didn't just want to do, like, a Terranium one. But I also didn't want to do a forest start, because I've noticed the last few runs I've done, I've done a load of forest starts. So I wanted to pick something different. But yeah, squelchy is just very squelchy. Look at all these pufts. We just found a room full of random pufts and loads of carbon dioxide. The problem is these guys are consuming all the polluted oxygen now. They don't consume regular oxygen, though. But they are going to consume all of this stuff. You thought it was going to be hot and full of germs. Yeah, it's actually a reasonable temperature. I think it's actually easier to manage than the regular swamp biomes with the germs, like these ones. But the main issue that I've encountered today is that if your dupe gets eye irritation, it doesn't go away in polluted oxygen. So if your dupe's living in polluted oxygen, they're just dealing with eye irritation all the time if they get hit by some hydrogen or chlorine or natural gas or something like that. It's pretty rough. Anyways, I have a bit of an interlude. I need to feed the fish. So I'm going to feed the fish while these guys are getting on with everything. And today I'm going to feed them some mealworm pellets. So I've got these. They're Aqua Care. Hold on, is that going to focus? Hello. Yeah, it's Aqua Care tropical soft pellets with mealworm. These guys really like them. I'm gonna try not to give you too many. There you go. You can actually see whiskers now. Like, it's actually dark enough you can see the fish. Earlier it was a bit too bright. Jack, the sick fish is no longer sick because they're dead. They died in the white tank. I think in the end it was neurological. We tried various different medicines. The tank water parameters were fine, but the fish, I think the fish actually just starved because they didn't eat for like 2 weeks, and nothing I did helped with it. So that's what happened. But it's okay. We're probably gonna put some babies in that tank and grow and raise some of the platies to adulthood. There's lots of platy babies in the tank, but most of them get eaten by whiskers. Oh boy, Printing Pod, what you got for me? Absolutely nothing. We're not allowed care packages, and we're only taking loner dupes. And obviously, we haven't even got these guys off the planet yet, so we're gonna wait on that. God, you guys really are taking your time with stuff. I'm a bit worried I don't think these puffs are going to start starving, but they are definitely going to start breathing more of this oxygen, which I think is fine, because I think it means that most of this clean oxygen stays down here, which seems reasonable. And I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to deconstruct this, and we're actually going to put a deodorizer here as well. In fact, I can actually just do this. Because people come down here occasionally. We've still got 1.5 tons of sand. Sand is finite, so we need to do rock crushing occasionally for more. But it's okay. Yeah, let's put this down here. Then we can plug it in like this. Yeah, these guys are okay at the moment. You've been playing Beyond Earth. I presume you mean Civ Beyond Earth. It's not bad. I haven't played it in years. I do like it. I think the main problem I have with it is not the fact that it's Beyond Earth, but the fact that I'm sick of Civ. Like, if you just want to play a Civ 5 mod, it's quite good. Like, it just plays like a modded version of Civ 5. When I was ill a while ago, I went back to that game and had a lot of fun trying to get some of the achievements. Because I bought it. I was immediately disappointed because I wanted something different from Civ 5. But then occasionally I come back to it. It's definitely not bad. I've just played too much Civ. Like, my work colleagues will play Civ occasionally, and occasionally we do like online matches together. But I don't think anyone wants to play with me anymore because I always beat the... They're like, so how many hours have you played this game? Oh, I played it like 20 hours. Oh, I played it like 50 hours. How many hours have you played it, Matt? No comment. and then I'll say like I spent like 500 of those hours just testing mods that I made for the game with the AI, and that doesn't help my argument at all. You're actually building stuff in that rocket. You're actually powering this. Interesting. So you're going into the rocket, you're suffocating, you're powering this battery. Obviously nothing else is consuming power. No one's delivered any algae in here. Yeah, so now we've got algae in here. So this is going to suck down the power and produce oxygen. Eventually we're going to end up with carbon dioxide in here. I need to launch this rocket fairly quickly, I think. But we need to act... So we've got the question marks on here, unknown objects. We need to explore. We need to have explored space to be able to travel into it, don't we? Normally I get around this by using the cartographer module, so I can just explore immediately adjacent. I think this means we can actually send the rocket up. So the question is, do we do that now or do we wait for a little bit? I think we do that now. I don't think there's anything else we're doing apart from scanning space and doing these. I don't think the rocketry experience matters. You actually prefer Beyond Earth to the other Civ games. It takes me somewhere else than boring Earth with Earth history. That's true. I think Scribe the tech tree feels too easy to game. I never really thought that much about the tech tree. I know it's like a web, so it changes how you would beeline certain technologies, but I don't think I ever played it enough to really understand how to exploit it. You're expecting Alpha Centauri, and they didn't have any epic wonder videos, and I'm disappointed. That's true. It's always a nice little thing when they have the wonder videos. Yeah, so you're just running in here, powering the oxygen diffuser, consuming the oxygen. I mean, eventually it's going to reach equilibrium and it's going to be fine. We're going to have a little bit of carbon dioxide in here, but there's no way we're going to avoid that. Not today. At least it's habitable. Yes, a decent amount of algae in here for the oxygen. And yes, I saw the earlier point. The germs do die off from the radiation. I guess it's nice. Yeah, I think we're actually going to launch it fairly soon. But let's build this first. We'll speed it up a little bit. Power these and just get some clean oxygen here. And then we can get the enclosed telescope working. I think the regular telescope is good enough for just spotting these planets, though. We only need to scan one tile out to actually be able to travel there. I don't understand Civ developers. They take up fun things like throne room, palace, videos on wonders, etc. Do not know. The flavor is really nice to have. It's funny. Like, when you're a game developer, you're obviously very wrapped up in how to actually practically make the game work. But then, like, compared to the amount of people who actually play the games, you have vastly less hours playing the game than people who do. So in a way, the players actually gain more of an understanding of what's fun about the game than the developers do. And I think that's why you see quite a mismatch between what the developers think is important and what the players think is important. I think some companies are a lot better at handling that than others. Like, Stellaris is a game that I think has really benefited from that, because the devs, the Paradox devs for Stellaris, have taken people's feedback on board quite a lot, and they've overhauled the game several times to actually address people's feedback. Look, just go to this thing. So the game has changed a lot since it came out, to the point where many people are wondering why they didn't just release Stellaris 2, because it's that different. But they've gained more of an understanding of what people actually enjoy about it. Like, the thing I enjoy about Stellaris isn't so much the strategy, because, again, eventually you'll beat up the AI. But the AI has been improving as well. But it's also just very fun as, like, a sci-fi role-playing game. It's the closest you're going to get to, like, playing the Federation from Star Trek in a game. Like, the kind of decisions you have to make, like negotiating between different aliens, alien species, all the galactic politics and stuff. There's not really a lot of games like it. And then you have the strategy on top of it as well, which is nice. And the AI is getting better as well, although I haven't played it in so long, I can't really give you an honest opinion about what state the Stellaris AI is in. Are these actually working now? I think people are going to keep delivering stuff to them. I want to get this working, I want to get this oxygen clean before we leave. This is going to consume a lot of sand, actually. We're out of sand. Oh, boy. Let's do some rock crushing, then. I guess we just make cobalt into sand for now. We do have a cobalt volcano. But, let's make another 20 lots of this. In fact, actually, let's make another 20 lots of it, but let's actually get the eggshell and the lime processed as well. Hey, Saf, how you doing? We restarted, and it's actually been successful. We generated the map with the story traits, and it didn't interfere with the mods. So we got all the mods that we normally have, like true tiles, etc. And it's going pretty well. We're on about cycle 40 with the 3 starting dupes. And we basically got all the necessities set up, but we're trying to get into space. We've got a carbon dioxide rocket. We're scanning space to try and find planets. Just scanning this outer ring at the moment. I think we can launch the rocket and look at these bits. We have enough carbon dioxide in this random room full of Pufts for like 2 or 3 space trips, and then we'll need to generate more. There is coal in here, so we could always burn the coal. I haven't played the game in 2 weeks, so I have no idea about the new update. Me neither at this point, but there are story traits that you can generate the world with, so in my case, I've got both storylines active. So one of them is related to this machine, which we haven't done anything with yet. And there's another thing called like the critter fluxomatic that you can find somewhere. And it's like a quest that you can do and you end up with the reward. Like this thing, like you've got to get your dupes in pajamas and have them sleep a lot in pajamas. And then eventually you'll be able to power this thing and it gives the whole colony a boost. And then the critter one, I think it's a way for you to morph critters randomly, so you can get access to different critter morphs. If you scan lots of different types of critters into it. But I don't really know. There's something else. There's like spices in the kitchen. We're not worrying about any of that stuff at the moment. Like they've added a kitchen room for all your kitchen equipment, and they've added a spice grinder that lets you add buffs to food. But we're not fussing with that at the moment because we've only got 3 dupes. I think a lot of the story trait stuff is going to wait until we've got more stuff going on with more dupes. But we should at least try to get into here and have a look. But I do want to just get each dupe on their own planet first, because we are trying to do 1 dupe per planet. See if it's possible. But yeah, I can't believe we're already out of sand. Guess we really are going to need someone on the rock crusher pretty constantly. At least until we can find a saltwater volcano. I mean a geyser. Once you get the saltwater geyser, you can crush the salt into table salt and sand, and I think that's how you get most of your sand in the end. Unless you end up having a volcano erupt and crashing the igneous rock, but that seems kind of a waste of time. Do I know what biome the other planets are? So, it's spaced out. We're on the metallic swampy asteroid. So, the 4 asteroids immediately next to us should be the flipped asteroid, which has magma on the top. The Desertlands asteroid, which is like a Badlands style asteroid with oil in it. A frozen forest asteroid with frozen biomes and, well, forest biomes, duh. And then the radioactive ocean asteroid, which has salt water and beeters on it. So that should be these 4 asteroids. And then you have like the regular ice asteroid, etc. Other than that, not really. I don't really know a lot because I haven't played the spaced out clusters before. But we're hanging on. We're hanging on. I think a long-term plan for food will be bog buckets, but there's no need for that yet because we're still just grabbing all the swamp chard. People have enough stuff to do as it is. Eventually we're going to dig that out, but I think everyone's just doing other stuff at the moment. This is mostly ending up as clean oxygen now, which is good. A little bit does get let out every time we go out here, but that's okay. Yeah, that's not too much. Be interesting to see what automation stuff you come up with as you only have 1 dupe. Yeah, that's going to be it. We're going to need a lot of automation. We're going to need like actual mechatronics engineers and stuff. Our power at the moment is just plug slugs, and that's handling it pretty well. It turns out that if the plug slugs are behaving, which this one's only giving 200, because this one is, I guess it's just very hungry. So normally they give 400. This one's down to 200. But we calculated that 4 plug slugs giving the 400 watts was enough to fill and cycle 3 jumbo batteries over the course of a day. So hopefully this ends up being enough for a while. We're going to grab some lumber from down here. Obviously, because this is the metallic asteroid, I don't think there's any water geysers. I think it's just metal volcanoes. So we will need carbon dioxide for the rockets. Grabbing a tree and burning the lumber seems like the best way of getting the carbon dioxide. So we'll probably do that as well. But I really do just want to launch the rocket. I think we'll launch the rocket on cycle 40. Let's get this stuff done first. I mean, maybe this is a little bit overkill. Got a big blob of polluted oxygen up here now. I should probably just tile that. But we want this to be clean oxygen so we can have an enclosed telescope. And set that up here instead of this one. Or actually, maybe we'll just set up right next to it. Have them both here. Not that there's any real need. You can delete one once you've scanned the full range. Yeah, I guess we speed 3 it. I really need to get into the habit of speed 3 more, because there's not a lot going on otherwise. And as entertaining as these guys are to watch, I do need stuff to actually be happening. We have got long commutes. That's okay. It's not too bad. But it's important that we have clean oxygen in some areas so they can get rid of the eye irritation buff from the hydrogen. Oxygen masks don't stop the eye irritation buff. Or the sopping wet buff. Which to me feels like the main reason you'd want something like an oxygen mask. Other than, you know, actually being able to breathe. But as it is, we can just have a room full of oxygen next to space, and it works just fine if they don't need to be out there all the time. There's oxygen on the rocket. But yeah, I've got the whole week off, so I'm going to be streaming a lot. I'm probably going to have a break for dinner soon, but I will come back, I think. I want to get a fair amount of stuff done today. Yeah, it's weird. That does just sort of glitch in and out. The background planet. It's kind of weird. Yeah, please build all of this. Looks like you've scanned all of this. You're going to scan the next tiles. Ooh, you're going to scan an extra range. That's pretty good. I mean, we've actually got these working now. Is this mostly pure oxygen here now? I think we just need to... Yeah, if we can just get the rest of this done, we should be able to set up the enclosed telescope. Not planet, it's Apophis that's coming for you. It's the moon from Majora's Mask. Okay, interesting. So it is actually scanning out an extra tile. I didn't think it was going to go that far. Ooh. Well, do we actually have the closed telescope researched? Did we end up doing that? Excellent sunburn protection, partial radiation protection. Maybe this isn't actually necessary. Is the range on the enclosed telescope better than the regular telescope? Yeah, True Tiles is working. It turns out that there wasn't actually an issue. The whole mod issue that we were having, over the last stream, it literally just changed this text here. It didn't actually change how the story traits generated. So this stuff all generated, but on the previous seed, none of the items were on the starting asteroid. They were both somewhere else. So I didn't know. I just assumed they didn't generate. And then I went back and I checked it in debug mode and sandbox mode. Speaking of which, let's have a look at the colony summary. Achievos. But yeah, it worked out and it turned out to just be a bug with the seed text. So crisis averted, but we decided to restart anyways, because at that point I'd kind of just thoroughly analyzed the map. Yeah, here we go. Not a lot going on. Duplicates, flatline. But yeah, achievements can still be unlocked, which is good because I'm trying to get one today for landing on a rocket without, landing on an asteroid without a teleporter. Hi, Razar Smash. Enclosed gives an additional tile of range. Okay, that's good. So we are justified in doing this, and we might as well get the enclosed telescope put up. So let's see. Gas pump. I mean, let's see where the gas actually is. There's still a lot of stuff in here. These aren't powered. We out of power? We're actually out of power. I mean, there is loads of coal in here, so we could set up a coal plant in here quite easily. I do not want manual generators because we're gonna run out of manual labor if someone's constantly running on a generator. We need people to actually be doing stuff. Obviously, if the power runs out, we're going to end up with polluted oxygen here again, which isn't good. If you don't see any unknown POIs at range 4 after scanning through, there's no point. Yeah, that's true. So we might as well scan everything with the telescope first. I think this is our range 4. This is our range 5. So, yeah, I'm not sure. It's probably worth it just so that he's not having to go back and breathe manually. So we are getting clean oxygen, but at the cost of all of our sand. We're having to refine metal in the rock crusher just to get sand. And if this thing runs out of sand, then we're in big trouble. So we've consumed all of this water now, so the bathroom loop is mostly just sustaining itself. But if we run out of sand, then it won't do that. No loners. Feels bad. We're not going to find any loners for a while, I don't think. We do need to get super duper hard digging on someone so we can grab the abyss, so we can excavate the abyssite. But I think setting up some backup coal power is a good idea. So let's do that. We'll research coal. Yeah, I feel like these things aren't actually going to consume too much sand, but there's just a lot to get started with. It seems like the polluted oxygen and the oxygen just hang out at the same sort of levels, but does polluted oxygen float in oxygen, or does it just sort of hang out? I'm basically just trying to get a case where I don't have to filter anything, but I don't think we're going to get that. See, normally I don't have any problems with sand, but that's usually because I'm boiling a saltwater geyser and getting table salt, so I'm always crushing salt into sand. Or the map just starts with a load of sand. This one does not start with a load of sand. There's almost no sand on this asteroid. Yeah, you're scanning that at the moment. So let's see which one you scan first, and then we can send a rocket. It's a race between the 2 meters. At least you're getting the lit workspace bonus from being roasted by the sun. This is definitely wasting some of the oxygen doing it like this as well, but we're getting a lot of it. Yeah. I think if we put the gas pump in this end, there's not going to be too much polluted oxygen at this end. So we'll do that. I feel like there might be some at this end just because of this stuff here. I'm just trying to be lazy and not filter the gases. We can just wire that one up there. That was that was not a planet. That was a destroyed satellite with an artifact. There's no data on the satellite. Okay, so that wasn't actually useful at all. You know what? Let's deconstruct this. Just put the enclosed telescope here. Yeah, that's okay. It does seem like we're consuming the sand faster than we're producing it, which is not good. He's got a skill point. I guess I'll give you crop tending in case you need to do the fertilizer. I want someone with all the farming and ranching stuff just in case we need it. And the cooking. Yeah, I think once we get these all built, the polluted oxygen should go down. What I might actually do is I might tile this up as well. Just so there's one less tile that's not by the deodorizer. Or rather, what I could actually do is I could just put the mesh tile here. Put another deodorizer here. That's fine. Yeah, I'm glad the internet's working again, because it was kind of crapping out earlier. I don't know why. Doesn't usually happen. Yeah, you guys are coping, you're holding on. We've only got 20,000 calories left. So we're probably going to want to start doing bog bucket farming. So... let me just put the farm here. Well, let's see. We could just put it down here, actually. Let's leave that there. We'll put the bog bucket farm down here. We can just put the deodorizer in. Whatever. We'll do it here. I don't think there's a reason for this to still be closed off. We could open this up again. You have a look at the bog bucket. It only needs polluted water as a fertilizer. So it doesn't seem like we're going to need any dirt, which is good. But we'll probably want to put in a farm station just to use fertilizer. Yeah, and then we'll move this deodorizer here. And then we'll actually deconstruct this and put the fire pole back in. We're going to send the rocket out once we... I was going to send the rocket out when we scan this, but it's not a planet. I guess we'll just send it in the direction of one of these things. Because we could go 1, 2, 3, 4. And scan those. Because I think if we go next to it, we'll see what it is. I'm assuming so. I haven't actually launched any rockets without the cartographic modules, so I don't know. Let's get the enclosed telescope up as well. Oh, we don't have the research for that yet. We're not even researching that. What am I doing? I'm getting way too ahead of myself. Look, let's just send the rocket out, right? Let's save it. I think Ellie will pilot the rocket this time. Yeah, destination, change. We have 6 tiles of range. Rockets cannot travel to this hex until it's been analyzed. But if we go adjacent to it, then can we see it? Because I don't want to launch the rocket only to find that we can't go there at all. Additional landers must be constructed. Oh, we still need to build the rover. Yeah, so we can't actually go to the planet until it's been discovered. So we need the telescope to scan it first. So we need to research the better telescope. Yeah, you don't actually need to be there. So let's go back in the rocket. You're grounded. So just leave. Yeah, and I guess we'll just rebuild the telescope, keep scanning, trying to find a planet, and then we'll launch the rocket. And then we'll put the enclosed telescope, like, over here. Or something. Yeah, these are out of sand, so we need more sand. Just make more cobalt. It's slightly annoying. Oh well, that's fine. There's going to be some trial and error in this. Want to build the fire pole so it goes down here. To be fair, I'm also combining the fact that I haven't done the spaced out cluster before with the fact that I've been playing Subnautica for the last like 2 weeks and I've kind of forgotten a few things. Be gentle. But yeah, we'll have another farm here. Actually, we'll probably need a bit more farming space. I mean, let's see. So bog buckets. Let's see. How many calories do they produce? They produce 1840 calories every 6.6 cycles. What a stupid number. I haven't even got my calculator on me. That's 5,000, so that's like 270 calories a cycle per plant. And we're going to need 3,000 calories per cycle for the 3 dupes. Let's just make 2 of these rooms. And I'm going to do it like this because we're going to... Let's see. Oh. No, we are out of water. We finished pumping all this, so that's fine. We'll just keep going down here then. I'm going to do it like this because we're going to put a farm station in here in case we want to fertilize these. Because I don't think we're going to use the fertilizer for anything else. I don't think we're going to use it as solid rocket fuel. Really? Are you serious? That'll clear up once we get more sand. Yeah, speed 3 time. That's okay. Yeah, then food-wise, we're going to have farm stations. Then actually, these are going to need to be hydroponics. Like this. And the bog buckets also need darkness, so obviously no lights. And then we'll just hook this up here. Actually, there's probably not a reason for me to not just have this go over here, is there? We'll expand it if we need to. Just dig this all out for now. No, that was the wrong one. Put the deodorizers here. There we go. This is definitely not going to be the most refined playthrough I've ever done. Also, I deconstructed the wire that was powering this. So we almost run out of water. Great. This needs to be rebuilt immediately. It's annoying because to produce enough sand for all of these, we've actually got one dupe pretty much full-time rock crushing. Whoever that ends up being. It's not very good, because that's using up like a third of our labor just to rock crush. All of my playing has been only lately, and my playthroughs have never been considered refined. Yeah, I don't know, my standards are probably too high for what is refined. It's okay. To be honest, I'm just kind of enjoying hanging out and just actually relaxing, because it's been a while since I've had a chance to do that with this game. I do want to get these dupes on their own separate planets for the sake of this challenge, but after that we're going to explore the Somnium synthesizer and have a look at that, and the critter fluxomatic when we find on the other planet. We just need to do all this research as well. This is not a speed run. Maybe it was starting out as a speed run. It's certainly not ended up being a speed run. It's quite satisfying just watching all the air bubbles just pop. It's satisfying in a very unsatisfying way, because obviously, like, you actually don't want the polluted oxygen, but obviously it means we don't have to run an algae diffuser or something like that, so that's obviously nice. Yeah, it's going to take an absolute age to get this done. It's actually kind of convenient that we run out of power occasionally, because it means that the dupes end up doing other things. But it's obviously not good because we want power for the lights. We need to do backup coal as well. I guess we're digging up more swamp chard as well doing this, which is nice. Hold on. You're trapped, aren't you, Ren? You're actually trapped. If you dig this tile, you should be fine. But actually, yeah, because the plug slugs go to sleep at night, and that's when everyone goes to the bathroom, etc. It ends up working quite well. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not bad. They just like, I have no idea what to do. Snoozy friends. No loners. We'll find one eventually, but I'm kind of hoping we don't find one before we actually land dupes somewhere else, because that would just be annoying. But we have crop tending. I do like the idea of fertilizing a food, just so we don't have to worry about it so much. It's rough. We're constantly just zero sand. I think we're slowly getting these filled, though. And actually, the polluted oxygen in here has mostly been removed. Presumably because there's enough oxygen in here, this isn't actually off-gassing. But that's fine. Yeah, and you're just grabbing more food. We have a research. Phone. Phone is nice. We do not have room for the phone on the rocket. Last time we had the phone on the other planet, but obviously that then we had a teleporter. This time we do not. Rip, rest and pepperonis. But Ruby's overjoyed. We've had a lot of overjoyed dupes actually, considering their plight. It's not bad. I think it's about time that I shut my blind as well. So let me just do that. You've rebuilt the telescope. Congratulations. Well, hopefully we'll have the better telescope research soon. I guess actually we need to prioritize this over the. Actually, that's true. Why did I bother building this? Because it's going to be this guy who's either researching the better telescope or using this telescope. I shouldn't have even bothered rebuilding this. I want to leave it there anyways as like a souvenir though. I shouldn't have deconstructed it. Yeah, let's build all these farms. We do have fertilizer. We found it in a few places. And we'll just want to put bog buckets in here. We do have enough seeds. We need to dig this all out as well. So the Yucky Lungs buff lasts for a really long time. So it feels like there's not actually a lot of benefit of cleaning this oxygen, provided they're not going into hydrogen. But if they go into hydrogen, they need the oxygen to decontaminate. Otherwise their athletics gets really low. I'm just going to set this to infinite. Actually, no, the problem with that then is we actually run out of metal ore for doing things with. Well, that probably won't happen for a while. These aren't growing because of irrigation. It's fine. They'll get irrigated eventually. I think the thing is, these things just hold a lot of sand. It's going to take a while to actually fill all of these up. Neat little effect. I do like how these are like little soda bottles. I think that's really clever. And yeah, this isn't ready yet. This is a storing command. I'm getting quite tired. I think the best thing to do, considering how fast the dupes are working on things or not working on things, is to get the enclosed telescope built and to actually scan the first planet. And then we'll do the first rocket launch tomorrow once we've scanned that planet. That seems like the best way of doing things. There is more food in here. Yeah, because when the power runs out, you stop doing the research, you start actually constructing everything. Which is fine. We are going to need some backup power soon. In fact, it's probably because these slugs are hungry now. They're probably just producing less power. They should end up laying some replacement eggs. Bog jellies. I always call them bug buckets. I did that a lot when I first found them. Oh, hold on. This one's only giving 40. Why is that? I guess he's just very hungry. So it feels like the amount of they need to eat every now and then, otherwise the amount of power they generate just goes to 0. Yeah, because I don't think we're fully recharging these batteries. That's what the problem is. Maybe we feed them metal occasionally as well. It's slightly annoying when they're wild because you can't quantify how many kilowatts they're going to produce when they're wild. Because I think it's like the amount of calories they have. But then they don't actually starve unless they're tame. It must just be like a time-based duration thing from when they last ate. I don't know. Speed 3 again. Everything seems to be working for now. I'm mostly just focused on surviving and getting all these systems working. Yeah, come back and finish the research, because we want the better telescope if we've actually got the oxygen up there. Yeah, it's just right next to the oxygen room. I dislike oxygen masks. I don't think they're very good. Because I've used them a few times. And yes, they allow you to breathe. But they don't stop you getting from wet. And they don't stop you having eye irritation. Which is the main thing that I'm worried about. Because then their athletics is really bad. And they get the morale penalties. Like, we just have him next to a room of oxygen. Like, that's not causing any problems. So I think the issue is these deodorizers are running constantly. I think what we actually need to do is we just need to turn these off for now. We need to let it be polluted oxygen down here. We just don't let these guys eat, because then they produce hydrogen and that gets in people's eyes. We save all the sand for the ones up here, and for the sieve. Because they're only ever going into hydrogen when they go up here. But then they come back down, and they've still got the eye irritation. Oh, maybe I just need to get rid of the hydrogen from here. It kind of feels bad. Am I actually going to use that hydrogen? I don't know, let's enable these two. Let's just disable the others. We'll do that. I need to tell them to. I need to stop telling them to flick all these switches all the time. Oh, you just ate some metal in here. Hold on. I thought we removed all the metal from here. I guess we didn't. It's probably why you're still generating power, though. Maybe we just need to let these guys actually eat the metal. Because I'm not actually having any problems. If we move these plug slugs up here, then the hydrogen will float up here and it's not really going to cause any issues. But they're not going to eat any metal in here. I think eventually we're just going to have to move away from these plug slugs. It was convenient at the start, but if we have to keep feeding them metal to not get the 40 watts. I didn't realize the 40 watts was still a thing in the game, because I thought they raised the minimum amount of power they produced. I suppose it would be too easy if they did. But I don't want to keep producing hydrogen. I don't want to keep consuming metal ore. We're already consuming it quite quickly, because we're just trying to produce all this sand. I'm going to have to stop sand from being consumed down here for now. Here we go. So block buckets are growing now. These should be operable. We're okay on food for now, so I'm not going to prioritize these too much. I mean, it certainly looks neat. I don't think it's actually very effective. I think the coal power plant stuff is a good idea. We need to find more geysers as well. When are we able to get Ren his next skill? Pretty soon. Then we can start doing the geysers. Yeah, these are working now. They are catching all the polluted oxygen pretty much. It's only a little bit that's escaping. Let's actually see, is there any more sand on the map in an easy spot to grab? There's sand over here by the teleporters. It's kind of interesting. Because I feel like you often get sand from the printing pod as well. But obviously we don't have any care packages, so it's a bit rough. What buckets should do for food? Because we're going to take ages to consume all this polluted water. And Ellie can handle all of that. We're almost done with this research on the better telescope. So that's also good. Yes, now you're doing some fertilizing. Yeah, these plants require dark. I think if you're doing a lot of fertilizing, it's technically more efficient to have lights so that you get the speed bonus. But obviously you can't do that with the plant in the dark. These things need to be in the dark. I wonder how much fertilizer this consumes with each use. Looks like maybe 5 kilograms? Yeah, 5 kilograms per use. So now we have the enclosed telescope. Hello? Yeah, let's put it here. Level it up. Like, first the little telescope, then the big telescope, and then the big rocket. And, whoops, hold on. Let's adjust this slightly. Yeah, like that. Let's actually get this this all done first. I should probably go back to not priority 9ing everything. No, I think Leofar, I'm saving the rocket launch for the start of the next stream because I'm getting very tired and we're gonna I'm running out of energy and I'm gonna have dinner soon. So I think it's probably best for me if I wrap it up soon. But I think we'll launch at the start of the next stream. I think I need my brain to be a bit more screwed on to actually launch this thing and do the rover and all the new stuff that I haven't done yet. But we got this thing working, so we should have nice clean oxygen for a few things. Yeah, the 3 dupes are doing okay. They all are specialized in different things. We've been living off the land for a while. Just the swamp chard. We're trying to move over to just bog buckets because we've got all this polluted water, which is good. We'll need to cook those at some point so we can make a proper kitchen and stuff, which we'll probably do up here. That would be something good to do. Yeah, eventually each dupe is going to be on their own planet with their own little mini base, and it's probably not going to look exactly like this, but it's going to look similar. Yeah, I think for now I'm going to disable that. In terms of the gas pipe, I think I just need to deconstruct this, rebuild it. We don't have plumbing. We're not going to have someone with plumbing. So we'll just deconstruct it and rebuild it. There we go. Everyone will be their own farmer. Yeah, pretty much. Or just living off wild critters, I think, is probably more likely. I think eventually we'll just have fish farms everywhere. That seems like the easiest thing to do. But everyone will be their own chef. So when we were picking all the dupes, we needed to make sure none of them had skills disabled or, like, lowered attributes and anything. So they all just have small bladders, which makes absolutely no difference. I can't believe it's been like it is for so long. Like, if we go to the traits, like, yeah, small bladder is literally just plus 0.2% bladder per cycle. That can't be, that can't be as the devs intended, because that's nothing. If it was like plus 20% per cycle, which I think is what they intended, that would make sense. But they clearly just put 0.2 as the number in there, and then it turned out to be a percent rather than an actual value. No, it turned out to be an actual value rather than converted into a percent. Yeah, please build the telescope too. They need to fix that. I mean, there's a few cases like that with the devs, like, just having a wrong number. The other one that I don't think anyone wants them to find out is the melting point of uranium. Because if I go to uranium ore, it melts at 133 degrees C. Real life uranium doesn't melt at 133 degrees C. It melts at 1133. But the result is you end up with uranium liquid, which is liquid from 133 to 4000 degrees. Which is amazing, and you can use it for all sorts of machines because it's liquid in such a large temperature range. Which does not exist in real life. But it doesn't mean you can't use it until the devs realize this. Anyways, this doesn't have any power because nothing has any power. But now Ren can operate this. And Ruby is almost at mechatronics. That's good. Yeah, we're gonna get some good food from this. Yeah, with 3 dupes, everything just takes longer. Like, they don't consume as much resources, but it's so much harder to get stuff actually built. And obviously, if you change your mind about something, it gets it takes a while to unchange your mind. Yeah, it seems like the amount of power these guys is producing is going down progressively. But soon we'll be able to see what these other geysers are. I think you can find natural gas geysers here. We found one last time. Oh, there's one. Ah, okay. There's a natural gas geyser, so we'll need to hook that up, I think, long term for power. I like it when they spawn in these biomes because it's usually fairly easy to make a liquid lock and then just build the natural gas room from there. It's quite far away. It's probably fine. This thing is taking damage. There's a little bit of polluted oxygen going in there. Oh, because these ones aren't loaded. Oh my god. You think small bladders per second? You would think so. It is not the case. I mean, I could look at it. But it's certainly not what the game is telling me. I'm just going to disable these for now. Because we need sand to go in these things. For them to actually work properly. Otherwise, we're literally ending up with polluted oxygen in the one spot where we didn't want it. So it comes out they use it 4 times in 3 days. Yeah, that's definitely the dev intent. I don't think that's what's happening. Because if that did happen, you would notice. Because the dude would want to go to the bathroom more than once a day. Or they would get like the alert to go to the bathroom before it's actually the scheduled bath time slot of the day. Or the downtime slot where they can start doing it. And they never do. So I really think it is just bugged. Yeah, we're not doing any research because we just need to keep doing this. Yeah, this seems quicker. He's definitely not getting the, he's getting less radiation. He doesn't look as happy. Well, he doesn't look very happy, but he's alright. He's got like a little bucket that he's chucking paper in. And then the problem is, this stuff is off-gassing and these aren't powered. Well, we're one step closer to discovering a planet, maybe. Hopefully there is actually a planet this time. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you guys have much to do at the moment. Yeah, you're grabbing all the ice. Okay, that's a bit weird. Yeah, this isn't nearly enough power. I think we need to put a manual generator again in again just for now. Did we actually dig up any coal? Let's have a look. No, we didn't. I think we actually just need to move the plug slugs up here and have them eating metal again. Maybe even put like a critter feeder in there. We do have the critter feeder. We don't need it to be a ranch. I think we probably just do that. Because we just need this power, and the hydrogen is manageable if it's over here, I think. So we'll just make a room with a drop-off and a feeder. Stick this out. Yeah, that's the website that I use for picking interesting maps, because it lets you find oxygen not included seeds based on traits. So we picked this map because there happens to be an infectious polluted oxygen vent on each of the 5 asteroids, main asteroids in the cluster. So the plan is to eventually just use those for the oxygen for all the dupes. But you can use it for anything. You can find like the amount of water that a cluster will produce. You can find planets with specific world traits. It's very good. And it does still work with the update. The only thing it doesn't do is tell you where the story traits will spawn. The story traits will just spawn in an otherwise empty area of the map. But everything else is unchanged. Because the only part of the seed that actually changes with the story traits is this character at the end. Everything else that determines where everything generates is unchanged. So, nothing else varies. I don't understand entirely how it works, but I've used the website to find this map and all the information was accurate. So, I was pretty pleased with that. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 cots in just in case we get a loner and he's here for a while before we launch the first rocket. But we'll actually put a critter feeder in and we'll put metal ore in here and we'll feed the plug slugs because I think that's the easiest way to get the power without dupes running on wheels. We just don't have time for the dupes to run on the wheels. Yeah, we'll go to about cycle 50. And then I'm going to wrap it up and find someone to raid. I think it's going alright. I mean, I didn't expect that we'd die on the first day. Things aren't quite exactly working as I wanted them to, but it's okay. We've eaten a lot of the wild food that was available with the 3 dupes. But we've got some bog bucket farms, so that's all going okay. We're going to have better power once these plug slugs are all fed regularly. I thought the minimum they were going to generate without being fed was 200 watts, but I think it is just 40 again. So we are going to feed them. We'll just keep them wild. So we'll copy and paste these settings over here. And then we'll take the plug slugs out of this room and do something else with this room. But we're going to want a kitchen as well. So let's make the kitchen as well. I don't know why I've quite ended up with this 8-tile wide room cycle this time. And then 7 tiles here. Whatever, it's fine. We don't need like a big, massively organized base this time. We're still getting a little bit of polluted oxygen here, just because these aren't full of sand constantly and these aren't being powered constantly. But we're really sucking down the copper ore. We're making the cobalt ore. We're making a lot of refined cobalt and some sand, but it's not ideal. Finding a saltwater geyser and taming it is going to be quite important. So we're going to want to find the radioactive asteroid fairly soon. Otherwise, we're going to end up crushing a load of regular rock, which is not good. So that's kind of a waste of time when we have so few dupes. But these plants seem to be growing nicely. Yeah, now you're actually going to end up building all of this stuff. Let's dig this out here. But you know what? Let's make this priority 5. We need to get the bedrooms back in order. You had 2 dupes with max operating during rock crushing only. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty rough. Like, we do have a dupe spec'd up in operating. So they should be doing it. Yeah, I think we prioritize people appropriately. It's still going to take a while. Yeah, in terms of food, we're going to want a grill. Potentially an egg cracker. Don't think we're going to need a microbe misher. We do have a chef. We'll plug that in there. Yeah, this is getting sorted. So let's wrangle the plug slugs out of here. We'll set this to 2. And then we can feed these guys and get a bit of extra power out of them. I think we have to do it. I don't think we have a choice. We could just feed them the cobalt. That feels so wasteful. But the actual fact of it is we have a cobalt volcano. Maybe we are better off feeding them the refined metal. That seems like such a waste though. Maybe we feed them the ore until we get the volcano online. So we have a skill point. Yeah, so Ren can get super duper hard digging now. So that's good. And then he can get field research after that. So that means we can actually uncover most of this now. Which is not super important, but I mean, whatever. Then there are other guys as well that we want to have a look at. There's one over here. Yeah, we can just do this. There's a gold volcano there. Another geyser over here. There's another geyser over here. Maybe leave those ones for now. Wait. Crap. Okay. Let's disable this one for now. We moved the plug slugs in the wrong room. Nowhere to sleep. Oh, you need an unobstructed ceiling. Oh, okay. It's good to know. Well, we don't need this then. For some reason, I thought they could sleep with these things here. I guess it makes sense that they can't. We can put another mess table here, just in case we end up with 4 dupes here. This was not the intent. We wanted to move everyone right away. We do need to scan a planet first, though. No loners. Yeah, we need to wrangle these guys. And it's a rare day where I actually managed to get to cycle 50. Just give me a second. Well, we're not dead. Ooh, we made a noise. Hold on. We detected a planet. Toxona. Okay, cool. Let's have a look. Okay, so we found the space shuttle, which has an artifact, and we found the radioactive ocean asteroid. It's metal rich, and it has salt water geyser, cool steam, cool slush geyser, steam vent. So we can get salt and sand from here. We do have a natural gas volcano here, and we obviously know we have an infectious polluted oxygen vent because that's what we picked the seed for all these planets. There may be one here. It may be on the one of the other asteroids. Yeah, we can't view planetoid. Why not? Am I daft? Why not? I guess we need to send a rocket. Well, we discovered the planet. But I'm gonna go in like literally... I'm gonna go literally at the end of the cycle. So we're gonna save the launch until tomorrow's stream. I'm not exactly sure what time I'll start streaming tomorrow. Probably fairly early in the morning GMT. I usually stream Monday to Friday 7 to 11 GMT, but I've got this week off. So I may start streaming in the morning. And the best way of knowing when I'm going to stream is to follow me. Because then you'll get a little notification on Twitch when I go live. And there's also the Discord group where I post announcements about when I'm going to go live and other stuff in there. So that is a good way of finding out. Because my schedule is going to be a little bit erratic this week. But if you miss a day, I do also upload everything to YouTube. There's Twitch VODs, but I find that they get rid of VODs quite quickly. So you can find all of my previous playthroughs on there. No, Jack, no! Don't do that. You can find my previous playthroughs on there. There's lots of ONI playthroughs. There's also some Nautica playthroughs. And some memes and some discussion videos. But yeah, plenty of good stuff in there. But yeah, we're gonna launch for the radioactive ocean planet tomorrow. Yeah, plug slugs are now in here. They're actually all happy now. They've all eaten. You're cramped because you have an egg. We still need to drop the eggs off. Yeah, I think we're just dropping the eggs in here. I think that's what we agreed. Yeah, we're really going through this cobalt very quickly. We're ending up with a lot of polluted oxygen here again because we've not had enough power. Hey, Neo, I didn't promise anything. I said it was probably going to happen by cycle 50. And to be fair, we are going to be launching a rocket on cycle 50. So I don't see what the problem is. Yep, there's the fish. The zebra danios have been well behaved recently. They haven't been causing any issues. Lies and slander. I didn't realize how complicated it was going to be. I didn't realize we were going to have to scan the planet first, and then we're going to have to send the rover to build the stuff. No. No, don't clip me. I don't want evidence of me being on the internet anywhere. I'm a totally anonymous streamer. Don't dox me. Yeah, grabbing the bulk buckets is good. Yeah, I'm just glad these guys are eating. You heard cycle 2. Yeah, cycle 2 launch, easy. Easy peasy. I mean, there are gaps in the granite, so you can probably get to the surface by cycle 2. I think that would be possible. I wouldn't recommend it. Easy to find. He said actually, I think I said it was going to be cycle 69 that I said I was gonna go to space. That was like that was like a nice value, I thought. As long as we're not still here by cycle 420, we'll be okay. But we want to cook swampy delights here. That makes sense. And cooked seafood. We do have a proper chef, so that's good. Eventually, everyone will need cooking. We're not going to crack stuff. No, I think you're right. I think I did say that. Yeah. I want to save it for tomorrow. I want to finish the cycle and wrap it up. I need to get used to actually streaming a long amount of time again. Because normally I just stream in the evenings and I usually only have like a couple of hours free. But like I've actually got the whole day again, like for the next week. So I've got to develop my streaming energy again. We actually need to move the eggs in here before I forget. Let's actually just do that now. Sorry, dudes. Oh, it's not health. I feel fine. I'm just tired, but like, it's fine. I like doing stuff even if it makes me tired. It's when I stop being able to figure out what to do that's the issue. There we go. Slug egg. Been in COVID all day, trying to stay awake. Trying to stay awake not to miss the launch. Okay. Okay, look. Alright, look, we'll launch the rocket then. We'll do it. It's fine. I've got like 15 minutes before dinner anyways. We'll go to sleep. Then we'll launch. And we'll have a look at the actual planetoid. We'll do it today. And then we'll actually properly land there tomorrow. I do feel bad now. Right, we're going to launch. I'm going to save it. You've had a lot of influence over this run, Neo. You told me to disable the teleporter. You told me to disable the care packages. Let's just check. We haven't got any food in here. We have got food in here. We've got 3,000 kilograms of swamp chard. We're fine. We've got oxygen. We've got algae in here. We're okay. You want me to grow as an only player and challenge myself? That is fair enough. That is kind of the purpose of this challenge, is to, you know, challenge myself. I only do things when I'm blackmailed because I agree with them. We can at least launch today. Right, so Ellie's in the rocket. Pilot boarded. Oh, you need the rocket piloting skill. We don't have anyone with rocket piloting skill. Fuck. God damn it. That sucks. We're gonna need to give everyone rocket piloting. Well, the thing is, we've got to build a skill scrubber and skill scrub people, and we're out of power. So I'm sad. I don't think it's actually going to happen today, because I've got like 10 minutes left, and like, I mean, these guys are happy now. We can build the skill scrubber. Let's build the skill scrubber in here. I was hoping we wouldn't have to skill scrub anyone. But it's not gonna happen. Look, you guys attributing to deceit what to malice what should actually be attributed to incompetence. I'm sad though. I wanted to launch. We'll get this built. We literally now see here. Let's see here. It's a low blow. I'll tell you what, actually, I have got a funny story. So, my colleagues are doing site visits next week that I should be going on, but I booked the leave months in advance. Who's idle? Oh, yeah, get out of here. You don't have to be in here anymore, Ellie. What are you doing? Just go do something. Yeah, just go. Okay. But, yeah, so my colleagues, so they're going on site visits this week, while I'm not in the office because of annual leave I planned months in advance. And I was the one ordering all of the stuff for these site visits. And I was looking on the websites to make sure I could find it all and get it delivered in time for Monday. Or rather, in time for the office not closing on Friday. And it got to about 5 past 4, and I was on the last website looking for the last product, and they said we do same day delivery until 4 p.m. and I was like, oh no. So they're not going to have this one item, like I think it's some wax crayons or something, for their site visit on Monday. And I was just like, if I didn't keep asking them questions like about what specifically they needed, like every couple of minutes, I probably would have actually got it submitted on time and they'd have had the crayons. I don't think it's going to matter, but I spent too long dallying and it didn't end up happening. What are you guys doing? So you're still scanning. You're probably going to find more planets. You're delivering more sand here. And you're just cooking. Ah, see, now we've got the problem that we're producing too much food. We're going to need to store all this food somewhere because we fertilize this as well. And this food isn't refrigerated. We don't have any of the stuff we normally do for fridges. I don't really want to store it in here. Well, we definitely turn these off. I think we just move all the swamp chard up here. Oh, we might as well just store all of it in here. There's no need to not do anything. Engineers need crayons. Good snack. Yes. Very convenient, very nutritious. We haven't built the lights yet or anything. These guys just really don't get anything done. Although at least we have power again now. It's not fully lasting, but like it's decently lasting. But these deodorizers are doing okay. This actually worked out pretty well. Damn. Yeah, you have to get a degree in engineering to use wax crayons. It's because they're going to be surveying a lot of like concrete walls and structures, and they want to mark stuff so they can measure whether it moves and just mark things that are wrong that need to be fixed. And it needs to be weatherproof. But we did joke a lot about coloring in the lines and all that stuff. Yeah, you guys aren't cramped anymore. We'll eventually want mechatronics just to dump the eggs in here and stuff. And then eventually we'll just rotate the plug slugs in and out. Yeah, I'll go raid someone. I'm not sure who I'm going to raid, though. Can we actually just get this room finished? What are you doing? You're still digging out the volcano. Ooh, we didn't spot this. Aluminium volcano. That's pretty neat. So we'll have some aluminium. And it's going to produce an absolute load of heat if we let it erupt. Well, it is nice that it's right here. Yeah, it's a bit early for fungus. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we can't just ask them to borrow their kids' crayons for a site visit. What if we lost them? It'd be terrible. It's funny actually because we needed like a 2-meter long spirit level for obviously measuring the level of long and large things, but we wanted to get one for the site visits specifically, but everyone's parents have them, like except for me. Like I don't have a spirit level. I guess it's because I'm not living with my parents, but everyone has them. But we don't want to just borrow someone's parents' spirit level for all of these site visits because we've got like a year's worth of site visits planned. So we need to buy our own things so they're available for us and for the company. Otherwise, we probably would have just rounded up a lot of stuff from other places instead of buying it. So bring the kids' least favorite crayons, yeah. Yeah, exactly, that's a good one. We need another power wire here. God, it's nice just playing this game and having it be above 60 frames per second. Well, we didn't even get the skill scrubber built today. We failed on all fronts. But we'll get to watch everyone have some food. At least we're eating some cooked food. That's a plus. We probably made a bit too much food. But that's fine. We were cleaning the oxygen. Now we're not really doing it anymore. But people also aren't really going into hydrogen, which is the main issue. So it's okay. Yeah, everyone's eating. Bathrooms are running just fine. Got a decent amount of thimble going. Yes. Yeah, I know. The Cycle 2 space launch is like the real target, like, and I just fail utterly. It's because these guys are slacking. They're just standing around menacingly. Look how menacing Ruby is. Oh, now they're gonna go to sleep. I quite like this colony. Even if it's not very efficient, I think it's gonna hold a special place in my heart. Anyways, we're done. I'm gonna save it. We're gonna launch tomorrow. I'm gonna post on Discord when I go live, and anyone who's following will know when I go live because they'll get a Twitch notification. I'm going off somewhere hidden and quiet to smoke a joint. Yep. You can't keep your eyes open as Cycle 50 becomes 51. You absolutely can't. That's why I ended it now, Neo. But yeah, thanks for watching. It's been fun. I'm glad I'm actually getting in some decent streaming time again. The fish all appreciate your company as always. Whiskers is buggered off somewhere. But the Platties are coming over. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. And it's going to be good. And I'm looking forward to making a bit more progress. And I'm going to go find someone to raid. So in the meantime, I will leave you on the background music. So I'll see you in a little bit. I have no idea who I'm going to raid, but I'm going to go raid someone. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Right. I'm going to go raid Ron Empire. He plays Oxygen Not Included as well. He's quite a bit better at me at it than I am. He likes to play on max difficulty. He often has saves going with a low amount of dupes because he plays on max difficulty where everyone's eating twice as many calories, breathing twice as much oxygen as well. And he's a nice chill guy. And yeah, make sure to raid. Make sure to bring your best Whiskers impression. Send the fish. Yeah, I'm gonna raid him in like 10 seconds. So get ready. I'll see you in a bit. Bye for now.